Today's video is all about how you can make thin lips look fuller. I have a lovely model called Jess whose lips are slightly uneven, so her bottom lip is a lot fuller than her top lip. And I'm going to demonstrate how you can get a more even effect. So whether you have a thinner top lip or a thinner bottom lip, or whether your lips overall are a little bit on the thin side, these techniques can definitely help you to give your lips a much fuller and more even appearance, and also have them look very natural at the same time. So I hope it's helpful. So I've already done Jess's base. I've used Touche Éclat foundation by YSL, and I've done a very simple eye, just using a little bit of sort of tawny greyish brown eyeshadow. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to start by using Elizabeth Arden's 8-Hour Cream. And this is just as a lip balm. I'm just going to put a tiny bit onto a Q-tip and then just roll over the lips. And this is a really good way of exfoliating. Just sort of gently twisting a cotton bud. And it means that you're getting really deep moisturization as well from the balm, and taking any little bits of skin, loose skin, off. Your lips are in really good condition actually. Okay, so that's not too much balm, so it's a really good base now. They're moisturized but they're not dripping in balm. So I'm going to start by using this L'Oreal lip liner, and it's one of their Infallible lip liners. It's a really good colour for doing a natural lip. So just close your lips for me, Jess. So because Jess's top lip is quite a bit smaller than her bottom lip, I'm going to use lots of circular strokes, and this is the way to really extend the shape of the lip without it looking in any way fake. So just really buffing it onto the lip, and that's really key. So if you look already, starting to see some fullness coming there on the top lip. So exactly the same the other side. Little circles, little buffing strokes just outside of the natural lip. And because pencils are waxy anyway by their nature, they're very water resistant and long lasting. Okay, so that's the top lip becoming fuller. And then for bottom lip, if you have a thin bottom lip, which you don't, Jess, but for those that are the other way around, that have a thinner bottom lip maybe, if you just smile with your teeth, don't show your teeth, lips together, smile. That's the way to get extra mileage out of a bottom lip. You just smile like that, and then you take it down to the full extent of the sort of dip in the lips, you'll see it, and then go along and blend in again. You can get a much fuller bottom lip as well, and then just really make sure that's so well buffed in. And getting the right shade of lip line is key as well. You don't want anything that's, you want something that really sits well with your natural skin tone. I'm going to list actually on my website a few different really good nude lip liners that I use in my kit. And then for colour over the top, I'm going to use a Chubby Stick moisturising balm. And I think really for whether it's a thin top or bottom lip, the thing of sort of putting lots of gloss on, I don't actually think works, because it just looks glossy. It doesn't necessarily make it look any fuller. So something that sort of has more of a creamy texture, kind of fills in little fine lines and slightly plumps up the lips, is always going to be better than just using something either really shimmery or really glossy. So something like a tinted pigmented lip balm like this, or one of those creamy lipsticks that's slightly volumizing, is also good. So that's the finished result, and you can see it just gives that little bit of extra volume and balances the lips more, and I think it just looks really soft and pretty. Get so many requests about how am I going to wear really bright lipstick or red lips because my lips are either thin or uneven. So I'm going to take this colour off and do a really bright lip now on Jess. So for red lips for Jess, to start with, I'm going to use this Collection 2000 Illuminating highlighter. And just to add a little bit of highlight all around the top lip, and just pat that in. And this will just help to contrast with the pencil that I'm going to use. And I have already used some lip balm, Just a little bit, not too much. And this is a red lip liner by number 7. So very much the same as before. We're going to start buffing and almost start on the inside so that you're extending them as you're looking in the mirror. You are sort of pushing the line out as much as you can, because if you start too far out you can't come in, but if you start too far in you can buff out. And lots of sort of circles, very light as well, don't press hard. The main thing is this needs to look very convincing. Even if the lipstick wears off, we want this to be convincing underneath as well. We don't want you to be wearing off your lipstick and be left with this horrible severe line overdrawn around the outside. So just keep looking in the mirror and checking how far you can go. And on the bottom, just going to put a stain on first with the pencil. And this one we obviously don't want to overdraw. So we're going to balance the lips out as much as possible. And then just keep checking. So if you step back and think, oh, I can go a bit fuller on that side, then do. Just extend up a little bit. So next, using your clean lip brush, this is before you put your lipstick on, it's going to smooth that liner. Make sure it's really well blended and it doesn't look hard anywhere. So now you're ready for lipstick. So next I'm going to use a red lip, and this is quite a deep red. It's called Really Red by Revlon, and it's a matte. And I think going over with something that's not too shiny, it doesn't have to be completely matte, but something that's not really glossy is so much better when you're doing real adjustments on the lip, because firstly it's going to last longer, and secondly it's going to sort of disguise the fact that you've drawn over the edge of the lips. Because it's not reflecting light, you don't see the overdrawing, so you're just sort of smoothing it in, and it catches the light as one solid block of colour, so your secret is safe. Another thing I suggest doing, this is if you're a real novice and you're terrified of lip pencil, to put your red lips on first, just following your natural lip line, then blot your red, then look in the mirror and then do the penciling after, because it gives you more of a guide if you're really kind of clueless with lip pencil. And also because you've already got lipstick on, it's really good to sort of help you to buff it into the lips. Okay, so that's a really good full red lip. Another thing you can do, this is particularly good if you've got a small lower lip, is that you can then put a second coat on. This is if you want to go one step further, you don't have to, of maybe something a bit brighter. So this is more of a corally red colour. As I say, this works particularly well on small lower lips. And you can just add a little bit of a brighter colour just to the centre. It's very, very subtle. It doesn't even show up that much, but it does add a little bit more fullness. It can do. So that's your nice bright red lip. Have a look in the mirror.
Wow, they look great. Yeah, really pleased.
Do you ever use lip pencil yourself?
No, but I would be tempted now.
Yeah?
I'd feel more confident about it, definitely.
Do you think, why do you avoid it? Because it's...
I was kind of wary about how thick to apply the line, but now...
I do a bit softer. It's just really blending it in so you don't see it so obviously, and just cheating that little bit.
Yeah, no, I'd be very keen to try it. It's great.